It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That, of course, is Max Cavalera from Killer Be Killed with Wings of Feather and Wax. Now, Chris.
Yes, sir.
As you know, in heavy metal music, oftentimes the reference to the flight of Icarus is mentioned. Why do you think that's such a interesting subject material for hard rock and metal music?
You know, I never thought about it. I don't know.
Because it's mentioned in so many different songs in so many different ways. But it's basically, I don't know if you know the story of Icarus.
I do not.
Icarus was, his father made him these wings out of feathers and wax.
Okay.
And he flew too close to the sun, and the wax melted and the feathers fell off. And, and he crashed into the sea.
I did not know this.
And the song from Dokken, let's see, The Lesser of Two Evils is about that.
Okay.
If you think of the words, you might find me in a downward spin.
Right.
My wings are all aflame. I see the world beneath me. I'm wondering where I'm going to hit. I tried to embrace the sun, but it's hard to fly when you just want to die.
Wow. Pleasant.
Yeah, so that's another song right there that's making reference to the flight of Icarus. And of course, you know, we have Iron Maiden that actually has the song Flight of Icarus.
That's right. Sure.
So Wings of Feather and Wax. I wonder why that's such an interesting subject material, and it's been sung about on many different occasions in different ways.
Well, maybe they're all in communication with J.S. Bannerman.
Well, you know what? I think that'll be the subject of your next short book.
Oh, Flight of Icarus?
Yeah, the Flight of Icarus and how that is impacted with metal music and why.
Maybe I'll have to do that. I'll have to find me 10 songs that have to do with Icarus, and
I don't think that would be too hard. And then you've got the band Icarus Witch,
right?
So you know what is it? What is it about this guy who's flying with wings, and the wings melt away?
Yeah, that is weird. I never thought of that.
Strange. Often wondered that. Maybe I'll write the short book.
There you go. Do it. It's not that hard.
It'll be out a year from next month. at the rate that I write.
Well, you can't knock one out in 3 days?
Oh, not like you. That's why you're going to help me with my book. If I sit there and hunt and peck, it would take me 10 years to write a book.
Yeah, well, I scribbled one out this week. I mean, literally scribbled it out. Just
yeah, but some people are prolific writers like yourself.
I'm lucky with that.
Well, you are, but you know everybody has their strengths and their weaknesses, and you know that's one of your strengths is that you have the ability to knock out a book very quickly.
And the weakness is I can't get paid for any of it.
Well, you know what? That's the shame of that's the sadness of what we do.
Yeah.
Is that we do a passion of ours and we share it with public, but unfortunately there's just no money in it.
There's really not. I mean, there is money a little bit in these books, but not like tons.
Yeah, it's not going to pay your bills.
No, might pay my electric bill for a month.
Right.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll sell 1 million copies of this Metallica book. Who knows?
Sure. Well, I have a message for you, and you're going to have to think about it when I give you this message because it's in code.
Okay. Can you tell me who it's from or no?
Well, the code is who it's from.
Okay.
You're just think about where the person is that I tell you it's from.
Okay.
Miss Kitty sends hugs and kisses from Florida to you.
From Florida.
Florida.
Oh, all right. I know who we're talking about. That name that will never be mentioned.
Right. I asked her if you would get the reference, and she said no, but that's my code name.
All right.
I was just like, well, will he know what I'm talking about?
Well, tell her back from me that if I'm ever in Florida, I'm one hell of a petter of the kitty.
There you go.
How's that?
So she's in one of those moods because she's out and about listening to live bands, and so she's got a head full of,
Oops.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all good kittens, I will lick that fur. I will lick that fur clean.
Right.
Is that a good reference?
There you go. How silly. I said to her, man, you must have scored some good shit at that show. She says, I'm just feeling good and I don't have to drive. So, anyway. Well, what do you want to get into here?
Look at this fucking picture of me.
I see that.
Look, blow it up and look at the fucking shirt that they superimposed.
Oh, they put a, what does it say? At last, I'm not a nigger. Wow. That's amazing how they put that Photoshop underneath your laminate.
That is just not right. Stop it. Stop it.
That's so good.
That is pretty good.
God damn.
Please don't do that.
I'm gonna have to learn how to do Photoshop.
Photoshop is fun when you're good at it.
Yeah. Well,
and it's not Corey Taylor, numbnuts. Corey Taylor's the singer of Slipknot.
Right.
It's what's his name? Corey Glover. Corey Glover of
they all look the same. What difference does it make?
Jesus.
What difference does it make?
I guess none. Good Lord.
Right. All right. Well, let's look at some of this music news here.
Okay.
That you've sent me over.
Yeah.
Some of these show topics.
Jesus Christ. I'm getting out of the chat room.
Psycho postman.
Don't even read it.
I'm not. I'm going to encourage anybody who's listening to the CMS on the Spreaker or wherever it is you listen. If you're not in the chat room, you're missing it. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Jesus Christ. That is fucking not right. Oh, no. I'm not commenting anymore on any racist posts. None. That's it.
Oh, by the way.
Yes.
Our own angel of death.
Yes.
You know how much we love her.
More than you can imagine.
Right. Well, because there wasn't a Chris and Neeley last week.
Yes.
She was in and out of the chat room in record speed last week.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad she's in there tonight.
If it's not the both of us, no interest at all.
Well, that's encouraging, I guess.
It's not the both of us, forget it. Not going to hang out in the chat room. Screw you guys.
So that means we both have to go to Newfoundland.
Apparently. Got to have both.
Well.
One or the other isn't going to do it. I want both.
Well, I know one she can have anytime she wants.
Sure. All right. Well, anyway, since we were talking about Max Cavalera and we were making comparison to our good friend Tim Owens.
Okay.
Tim Owens said that Rob Halford's return to Judas Priest was good for me.
How?
Well, apparently he'll explain it.
All right.
Russia's Classic Rock magazine.
Russia's Classic Rock magazine.
I thought Classic Rock magazine was an English print.
I did too, but okay.
It says Russia's Classic Rock magazine has uploaded a 14-minute video report on the April 18th concert in Moscow from Project Rock, formerly Rockstar.
Oh, jeez.
What is with these horrible band names?
Project Rock.
Yeah. They called it Rockstar at first.
Oh, that was terrible.
And now
Project Rock isn't any better.
Exactly. The new band featuring former and current members of Judas Priest, Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne, and AC/DC.
Okay. Who's the current member of Judas Priest? Scott Travis?
No. It says former and current members. Oh, current members of Judas Priest.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who
Scott Travis.
Who would be in it?
Well, it's not going to be Tipton or
Well, maybe, wait a minute. Maybe it's the way that they say this it's featuring former and current members.
Oh, so maybe it's a current member of Alice Cooper's band?
It could be something like that, or Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay.
Current and former members of Judas Priest, Alice Cooper, Ozzy Osbourne, and AC/DC.
Right. All right.
The clip includes performance footage as well as an interview with the group's lead singer, Tim Ripper Owens, who has previously fronted Judas Priest, Frozen Dirt, Yngwie Malmsteen, and the Dio Disciples.
And Beyond Fear.
Yeah. Oh, when is that new record coming?
Who the fuck knows? And what else has he also fronted? He also fronted Hail.
The Tim Owens Project.
Yeah, the Tim Owens solo band.
Right.
Oh, man. Too many bands.
Yeah, seriously. Asked how much of the 2001 Warner Brothers movie Rockstar, starring Mark Wahlberg as a salesman turned rock star, was styled after Owens, who fronted a Judas Priest cover band. Yeah. Now, there's a relevant question.
That's good.
Very relevant.
13 years later.
Right.
Good job.
Well, it is Russia. They're just getting it now.
Yeah, could be.
Before being tapped to become the new lead singer of the actual group, Tim said when they first got the idea to do the Rockstar movie under the original name Metal God, it was really going to be about me.
Wow.
Surprise, surprise.
Big shock.
And then Judas Priest pulled away from it because they didn't like some things.
Okay.
So the producers really made their own movie, I think.
He thinks.
I think. So, well, the only difference was instead of being made in Cleveland, they made it in Pittsburgh. So
right.
They just went 100 miles to the east.
Yeah.
That's about the only change they made.
That's about it.
Because they didn't like some of the things, so the producers really made their own movie. The similarities were that I auditioned for Judas Priest and I sang one line of a song and hit a note and made this band.
Wow.
But then a lot of the things, they kind of went out. I mean, I wasn't that kind of fan when I made the band because I was the kind of crazy kid in high school in the 80s.
Okay.
But this was 1996, so I wasn't living at my parents' with posters on the wall.
Okay.
That's the big difference.
Wow, that's something.
I mean, it was still pretty cool. I mean, I have a movie loosely based on you is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Wow. Here's a relevant question. Regarding whether it was ironic that Rockstar movie became almost prophetic in the sense of Mark Wahlberg character in the film ends up playing small clubs. That's almost like a backhanded slap, isn't it?
Damn, this Russian guy didn't even realize he was punching Tip in the face.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, good for you. You went from playing big big arenas or, bigger venues to playing clubs.
And now you draw 200 people. What's that like?
Yeah, what's that like? Wow. Okay, I got to read that question again. Regarding whether it was ironic that the Rockstar movie became almost prophetic in the sense that Wahlberg's character in the film ends up playing small clubs with his original material after the band's original lead singer rejoins the group. Owens said, for me, the movie was almost like real life. Rob Halford came back to Judas Priest, which was good for me, to be honest. My career, I went on to do a lot of stuff. It was better for the band. It was better for Rob. Okay, well, where is it better for you?
Yeah, I was going to say.
So it was kind of funny. I think I became a little bigger than the coffee shop singer that Mark Wahlberg was in the movie in the end, just playing there. I still get to play in front of thousands of people in Russia, but it is similar how he went on to do his own thing.
Okay.
What a slap in the face.
What a terrible question.
Yeah, it's kind of prophetic. The guy quit the band, went to play coffee shops, just like you, Tim. Comment?
Why doesn't Tim just say, dude, what are you fucking talking about?
Tim, you went to play coffee shops. Comment? Speaking of Tim, and I don't know if you're in touch there.
Yeah.
What became of this restaurant club thing that he had going? Did that ever?
It's open.
But I don't hear anything about it anymore. Are they having shows there anymore, or is there anything going on there, or what?
I have no idea. I without getting all into it, there was like a couple of guys that were involved in a couple of things, and there was a Tim camp, and then there was another camp with this guy Randy, and then Randy was there, and then he wasn't there, and then this guy Josie was taking over for Randy, but then that didn't work out, and then he was working at one of the clubs, and he was going to buy another club. It got so confusing to me that I just fucking checked out.
Okay,
I know Tim has a club. I know he has Ripper's Rock House down there somewhere.
That's what it's called? It's called Ripper's Rock House?
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Okay, I didn't know, because the last thing I knew is that they were having concerts there almost on a weekly basis.
Yeah, and I think that might have been Randy's thing.
Okay.
More than Tim's thing. Again, I'm guessing at this point because it got real goofy and confusing, and I just was like, whatever. You know, if there's a show that's playing at one of these places, I'll go see it.
Sure. Well, so that's what it's called. It's called Tim's Ripper's Rock.
It's called Ripper's Rock House.
Ripper's Rock House.
Yeah.
And where is that exactly?
Somewhere in Akron.
Okay.
I haven't been there.
All right. I'm just asking the question. That's why I said I didn't know if you knew or not.
Jackal One probably knows. I'm sure he's been down there.
And is the other place still called the Tap House?
That place is closed as far as I know. Now, I did see Y&T there last year.
Yeah, but that was before the big rift came, right?
No, that was after Tim was out of that place, but that was like 2 or 3 ownerships ago.
Oh.
It changed names and faces and who was in charge and everything else, repeatedly. So I couldn't keep track, dude, so I got the fuck out of it.
Look at that picture in the chat room.
What the hell is that?
It's a CMS family.
I like the Bartek picture.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
The Bartek photo is fantastic. I mean, I like me as Peg Bundy, but
look at me.
That's really good. Can I make who put that up there? Phil Oos. Phil, I like your Photoshop, but I would like to request a change, please. Could you redo this one and take out the dog and replace it with a carrot? That will make it perfect.
That's my favorite animal is carrot.
And she's there.
Right.
She's over on the left. So
sure.
If you could just replace the dog with a carrot, that would be fantastic.
Who is that, Tina Yothers?
And only us old folks will get that joke, but that's damn funny.
He made me Al Bundy.
This fucking chat room is just not right.
Holy shit. You look good as Peg.
Yeah,
that beard just meshes with your red hair.
That's good.
Is that Tim James back there? With Jackal? It's Tim James with hair.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my God, who's the guy down kneeling? Who's Bud?
I don't know. I gotta click on it to really see it. I don't know who that is. Not sure who that is. Blown Up. This is fantastic.
Oh, that's hysterical.
As soon as he gets me, as soon as he puts the one back up with the carrot, I'll post this.
Right.
But we have to replace the puppy with a carrot.
He's got Tim James. He's got Jackal. He's got me and you. Not sure who the other guy is. And then, of course, we got my favorite animal's Carrot.
Yeah, whatever her name is. What's her name? Rosie?
That's Tina Yothers.
Holy shit.
That's hysterical. It's a good picture.
Jesus Christ.
I love it. All right. Well, anyway, getting back to the Tim Owens story.
Yeah.
He says, regarding whether it was ironic that Rockstar movie became almost prophetic in the sense that, let's see, did I read that? I read that. Owens also spoke about the progress of the recording sessions for the debut album from Rock Project.
Rock Project.
Or Project Rock, rather.
Rock?
Project Rock, which also features Carrie Kelly on guitar, Simon Wright on drums, Rudy Sarzo. How come he didn't throw Queensryche in there?
I don't know.
He said former and current and former members.
Maybe not allowed to use that name anymore.
Oh, Ozzy Osbourne, Quiet Riot, Whitesnake, and Dio.
Okay.
On bass, Teddy Zigzag Andreatis from Guns N' Roses on keyboard.
Okay.
I just finished the vocals, he said. I flew from L.A. I was in the studio with Carrie. I flew directly here. The vocals are done. It's almost done. Probably like September release maybe, but it's going to be great. Of course it is. We're really looking forward to it. Carrie and I busted our butts on it, especially Carrie. And I've said this before on the show.
Yeah.
Carrie Kelly, a very underrated guitarist.
Sure.
That guy rips.
He's a good player.
He's an amazing player, especially live.
Yeah, he's definitely good.
In a 2012 interview with Loud Magazine, Owens stated that his departure from Judas Priest, well, we all knew that Rob would come back eventually, that that was a given. I love the guys in Priest, and if there's anything where I look back and wish, oh man, I wish I could have worked out, that would probably be it. I was glad to see Rob come back. I do wish they would play some of my material when they're out there on the road. Come on, what are you, high?
They're not going to do that.
Play some of my material.
What do you think? Halford's going to take the time to learn Devil Digger?
I don't think so.
Come on. He's only going to do his era.
No way. And nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Dude, play Hell is Home.
See, now, me personally, I would like to hear that once. Like, it would, it would be cool to have Halford just in the middle of a show, maybe like the Cleveland show or something, since that's Tim's home. Have him just break out like Cathedral Spires or something like that. That would be cool, but it's never going to happen.
No, why would it? I mean, he's not known for that.
Yeah, I mean, that would be such a, it would start all kinds of speculation. Are they trying to get Tim back in the band and all this other nonsense? So it's never going to happen.
No, of course not. It would be just, it'd be just like the current lineup of Motley Crue playing the John Corabi era.
Yeah, although that would make Motley better.
Yeah, but it ain't going to happen.
No, it's never going to happen.